All right. Let's see.
Man,
UFC's latest venture, the Power Slap
this is
League.
for you.
Man,
Hold on.
This
I
is for
watch
you.
this shit like at least once a
Hold
day.
up, though. Hold
What's
on.
up?
Can I please interject? So that whole Dana White shit was promo for this?
That's what I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
Hey, that's what I was thinking. It'd be funny if he says that shit too.
He
Yeah.
probably
if she
will.
said it.
But
Yeah.
this shit debuted a couple weeks ago out here,
Wow.
man, and the reviews are in, and people are like, "Man, this is too much." I thought folks was going to be done when UFC started. I was like, "Man, you can knock a motherfucker out with your ankle, and then get on top of him and start hitting him with tomahawks, and then talk about I got to wait for him to tap out." This dude is so unconscious. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Can't stand that shit. But now you got this shit where dude's face is caved in.
Do you
Oh,
remember how
don't
much?
forget bare knuckle boxing was the intermediate
Yeah.
step. That's
Are they
Yeah.
still doing that
They're
shit?
still doing it, but this is the UFC is a staple now.
Do you remember
you
how
know.
many motherfuckers died in the original
Died,
iteration of the
90s.
UFC when the Gracies owned it? It's like it is now because they came up with rules, and then now they got this shit where Buddy's face. Did you look him up after that bullshit?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I mean, he looked like he got told like dude gave him Bell's palsy.
Listen, man, and when Stephen King wrote the Running Man, he did it under a pseudonym. This is what he was talking about: society and these reality shows. And it started out with this type of shit until it got to competitive murders on television, i.e. the Running Man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. Like y'all that hard. Maybe that's why they getting these Serbian Russian motherfuckers to do it. Like you that hard up for money, y'all slapping the shit out of each other.
You know what? The thing is, this stuff has been going on for decades, but there was no real money involved.
Right.
It was all about the honor and like the bragging rights and the recognition. Like, so you have Bloodsport, right? Well, we got introduced to it, I think, for the first time, really. Or you could go back to Bruce Lee with what was it? The
Game of Death.
That Game of Death, right? So, but these tournaments, these Kumite tournaments, they had them in remote parts of the world, and the best fighters, toughest men and women, they would go and fight it out in these places, and sometimes to the death. My sensei, when I was a teenager, he told me about a Kumite he was at. He fought for the British national team. He grew up in the UK. And he said, Frank Dukes, he said, wasn't all of that. He said that Van Damme definitely wasn't who we think he is. But he was basically telling me all these inside things. And I'm just sitting there like, you were there? He's like, yeah. He said one of his best friends got kicked in the groin and bled out. Right there, on the platform.
This nigga died from a dick kick.
Yeah, you could die from a dick kick, man.
Oh
no, I'm just
hemorrhage.
I know, but just someone dying from a dick kick,
right?
It's fucking hilarious.
Isn't it? You have
not if you're I'm sorry, Drizzy. I'm sorry, Drizzy. I'm not laughing at you.
I mean, it is. It is
about that.
It's the way he said it, man. It is the way he said it. Like that's a legitimate move in Karate Magazine. How to perform a 3-step method to performing a dick kick. Go ahead.
No,
anyway, this competition. Oh, go ahead, Drizzy. Go ahead.
Oh, you good. I mean, similar injuries take place in football. That's why they made them wear,
cups.
Athletic straps and jock straps and cups.
But yeah,
the metal cups were the worst. But go ahead.
I just saw this, man, and was like, you got to be kidding me. And it's it's making money. People tuned in. People showed up for the debut out. Of course, in Vegas, can't show up for anything, but this shit, man.
I saw the women today. Somebody had posted on the book on Meta.
Okay.
And they look like they would be taking pictures. I don't want to objectify anyone.
Got you.
They look like they both should be taking pictures for a living. And they're smacking the literal dog walking shit out of each other.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm guilty of watching this shit. I've been watching this shit.
I watch it once a day. I swear.
Hey,
Some of that shit be looking
Entertaining
crazy,
and
son.
I watch at least one
Some of that
match
shit
every
be
day.
looking crazy.
Listen, motherfuckers be up in the club. They be giving motherfuckers free drinks and $50. And man, I done seen motherfuckers' knees give out. I done seen motherfuckers tighten up and collapse. Family, listen.
I seen one fall forward and somersault to keep from breaking their neck.
Listen, even that video, he was holding on to the whole table, and he was kind of cheating because he was hitting dude with this shit right here instead of the hand. That big motherfucker had to quit, but it's entertaining. But how far have we fucking fallen
as a society?
As a society,
where this is a sport now, right?
No.
It's a league. I'm sorry, it's a league.
Right?
No. Fuck that. No. They include curling in the Olympics. Everybody around the world slaps niggas, okay? And that should be a sport. Nobody else fucking curls with Canadians. Like, you know what I'm
started
saying?
in Africa. No, I'm saying. Motherfuckers like started in Africa. Nigga.
It started in Africa, man.
Back when the lakes used to freeze. No, in the
first ice age.
Right. Yeah, man.
Like Drizzy was talking about dying in competition. That was one of the things that was brought up. That was a concern brought up in the news article, that MMA fighters were like, what happens when somebody dies? Man, I'ma lose my shit. Do you imagine being the first nigga to die from a slap competition?
Yeah, somebody done broke your damn neck because they hit you with that part I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my! And it snapped your damn neck, right?
You ain't see dude complaining.
His face, he was like, "Look at this!" Like his hand was just mushed on the side of his face, and his face just stayed like that. Like
you talking about the little dude
be dancing? Nah, the big dude. Yeah, the big dude.
Yeah, because he had already fucked little dude face up, and boy, I was watching. I'm like, man, he hitting him with this, and he kept complaining. That's when his shit started. But I'm gonna tell you, I might have had to hit that cat with the wrist too, because he hit that little motherfucker one time, and his handprint, his fingerprints, was in his head, like he was like this motherfucker, and he straight up he said, "Hey." It's a certain group of people better not ever get in that competition. Ain't nobody gonna win.
Stop. I can't. Don't you do it?
Man.
Don't
stop,
man.
Stop. If they start doing that, man, if they start doing that competition, I'm done. I'm done with social media. I'm done. You put that out there in the atmosphere.
Listen, be fucking motherfuckers up.
A bit.
I mean, we got a competition now. It's what did the Five Fingers say to the face league? That's not
they
right.
might as well name that after Rick James.
It's a guilty fucking pleasure, though.
I can't, you know what? Because I don't like most of us. Everybody up here has probably been slapped one time, and they're, and it's some stunning shit. But now you sitting there and you got this dude bringing it from Mississippi, and smacking fire out your ass, man. Like, again, somebody's neck gonna get broke.
And some of these motherfuckers look like the Juggernaut.
Yes. Yes.
I was going to say, do they even have a weight limit? Like, do they even?
I don't think so.
Because if I was little, I ain't gonna lie. You hit me with that Palm Hill strike shit. I'm leaving the ground.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a wrap.
That's what it's called, the palm shit. That's what it's called, though. That palm strike. That's what he was hitting money with. And the other dude was just hitting him with the regular hand shit.
Nah,
man,
that's
look,
totally different.
You got to think about it, man. That's you got to be on your game, because when you swinging like that and you trying to make sure you bring everything, you necessarily don't know what you're going to hit them with. We all slap box, and sometimes you got stung extra hard, and you kind of like, fuck that, we about to knuckle up. It happens. But these guys are standing right in front of each other, warming up.
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
And you know what I don't like about it that makes me laugh though is they touch each other's face before they.
Yes.
When they do that, they touch the face, and then sometimes they get a little tap.
Yeah, man.
I'm not about to stand there for that. I'm not.
I can't say shit to my wife. Like I rag on her. Like, why the fuck are we watching Housewives?
Yeah.
And then I'll go watch a motherfucker fairy and a horse or a cow, and the motherfucker slapping somebody. So like, and cobbling.
Ob is diverse when it comes to his channel surfing. So
man,
I appreciate that, fam.
I know I'm getting old. I'm watching motherfuckers cobble. Like, and it should be putting me to sleep. Like, I'll be mad.
Man, whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes.
So like that cow got the white line lesion. And damn.
Like I said, man, I ain't gonna knock you because I'm, season whatever of Swamp People is back on. And I love that shit.
90-day fiancés.
Shoot him, Billy Bob, shoot him.
That's my shit.
I love
600-pound life.
What kind of future do you think this sport has? I mean, in 100 years, are we going to be looking back and say, this is where it started? The United States government trumped up pimping charges to human trafficking, and now all that's left is the slapping competitions.
Let me say,
sort of like peaches in basketball.
If they're gonna do this shit, they better do it right. So all I'm saying is, they continue with this shit. Motherfucking Pippin Ken better do the motherfucking coin toss. Sugar Free better do the motherfucking national anthem. And if somebody die, motherfucking Bishop Don Magic One better proceed over the dead body. Next.
Hell yeah. That's tabernacle.
I can't wait for the bootleg version of this from the cats in prison.
I'm trying to
man.
That's where
that shit gonna turn into a prison ride.
They got the phones, right? So it's gonna be on, YouTube coming soon.
For sure.
That's coming.
Just wait. Wesley Snipes and Michael Jai White are going to make a prison movie where they're both slapping champions, one on the inside, one on the outside. They got a battle. It's going to get ridiculous.
Hey, Michael Jai White, do me
That's just going to go straight to Netflix.
Nah, Tubi. That shit going to be on Tubi, son. That shit going to be on Tubi, son.
But this motherfucker gonna be doing it. He gonna be a trainer. He gonna be the trainer doing kata and shit just for a motherfucker to smack somebody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God dang, Tank. All right, speak that.
Hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
It's coming.
Yeah, Sugar Free doing the national anthem. Yeah, hey,
it's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's where we at in this country. Motherfuckers can't make it. Hollywood can't make a good movie, but we can watch motherfuckers smack the shit out of somebody. So
yeah, man.
And there you go.
It's entertaining. It's just entertainment.
As Ob said, it's a guilty pleasure, but I just, man, like I said, I've been smacked. I don't like that shit. I don't even like watching that shit.
I like reading the article. I found it so comical to hear MMA fighters talk about the humanity of slapping. It's like, I've seen people like unable to walk out of the ring because their legs are broken. You know what I mean? Like
Conor McGregor, he got his leg broke in that joint or whatever.
Yeah. Like you can choke a motherfucker to sleep.
Yes. But you can't slap him.
But you can't slap him.
Like you said, man, you can kick him upside the head.
Yeah,
right, but you can't slap him
with an ankle.
You can break some shit. You can smack. Come on, man. You know what that's about, and I'll be short. That's probably about. You made a good point with that. I'm glad you brought that up. That's probably about motherfuckers saying, "Hey, yo, what if this shit take attention away from MMA?" Because MMA has its lulls. They need that. They need that. There was a reason Conor McGregor and fucking Ronda Rousey was there. They actually need a face for their shit. When your George St. Pierre is gone, notice it's a shit ton of fighters in UFC, but they focus on specific fighters, man.
They need to get ass in the seats.
There you go.
That's all.
And the thing about this is straight headshots, straight to the face.
God damn.
You okay, Pimp?
Yeah, man. Shit.
Old man shit. That's all. After hours, old man shit. You know when the sun go down.
Who put the air conditioning on 73?
That's how it be. That's how it be.
Humidifier. I told y'all, distilled water only in my humidifier.
Y'all joking, but that's how it is.
I'm only saying that because it's in the next room, fam.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that, man. Distilled water only. It says it on my machine.
Time to go rinse out your CPAP with some yellow Listerine.
Hilarious.
Listen, he not lying.
Hilarious.
You clean it?
No, I don't clean that shit. My mama made them. My mother cleaned that. My mother. Oh, I shouldn't even say this, but I already brought it up. My mom's a silly man. She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Mom, how you doing today?" "Oh, baby, my lungs. Oh, my lungs is on fire." I'm like, what's wrong? My throat, my lungs. It may have something to do with the fact that I clean my CPAP with Lysol. What? Ooh. Clean that motherfucker with Lysol. I'm like, motherfucker, you just turned your CPAP into Auschwitz. Fucking
for sure.
No hate on the Jews. No hate on. We got to come up with like a no homo when we talking about the Jews. No, no Jewish bash. But yeah, she turned her CPAP into a fucking like. I was like, what are you
Dr.
doing?
Kevorkian. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell you doing, Mom?
Distilled water and white vinegar. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
there it is.
Hydrogen
That was
peroxide.
disinfected. Yeah.
They send me new shit. They just send me new shit like all the time. New tube and all that shit.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, old man.
Are we done with this one?
Yeah, man.
Old
Let's rock.
Mizzle.
All right.
Man,
Moving on.
Bing Rains. And the ghost of Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
I got cut off.
That was so stupid.
My man
he's
Kofi,
on one.
like the drink.
Yeah. That's dope.
Paul Mooney hated that. I hate that nigga for that movie. Big nigga play the goddamn slave. I hate that nigga. Coffee like the drink. Man. That nigga was hilarious, man. Go ahead.